I still can't believe it. Me. There's nothing special about my past. Nothing that I've done to deserve this. I am to be the mother of Christ? How did I become the chosen one? Or was I chosen before I was born? I have thought of nothing else since that night that God sent his messenger to me. I will never forget that moment. It was a night pretty quiet, hot, and then I was nearly blinded by a radiant light. When my vision finally came back, I could make out the image of what appeared to be a man, but he was surrounded by light still. I must have been dreaming, but it was way too vivid to be a dream, so I knew I wasn't. Then he spoke, "Hail, O favored one, the Lord is with you." Honestly, I was terrified, but I could not comprehend what he had said to me. Me, a favored one? The angel could tell that I was afraid. He spoke again as I lay there trembling. "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive and bear a son, and you shall name him Jesus." Obviously, this was not how I had envisioned finding out about having my first child, let alone my expectation for a normal evening at home. But for some reason, with all the shock, my mind was clear and racing. Who could this child be? He must be unlike any other children. How will I come to carry this child? Then the angel, as if reading my thoughts, continued to speak. "He will be great, and he will be called the Son of the Most High. And the Lord will give him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over the house of Jacob forever. And his kingdom will have no end. The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the child will be born, and he will be the Son of God." Somehow, these unbelievable words I was being told became clear. I felt a peace come over me, and I realized this was much more than a dream. God had came down to earth to enter the lives of man in a direct way, and I was to be that vessel that combined God and man. Then a more basic reality started to creep into my mind. Who would believe me? A messenger from God can convey this message, but who's going to listen to me? A common girl from a common village who wasn't even married yet? I was betrothed to Joseph, the carpenter, but he would not be the father. This child was to come from the Lord. The messenger could again see my concern and said, "With God, nothing is impossible." Hearing this, I fully submitted my new reality for the first time. "Behold, I am the handmaiden of the Lord. Let it be to your according to your word." My life, as you know it, truly began that night. At the time to deliver the Son of God was approaching, we had to make the journey to Bethlehem, as ordered by Caesar Augustus, to participate in the new census. I know you all have heard the details many times. The night the miracle of all miracles happened. Huddled as comfortably as possible in a stable meant for livestock, I'll let you imagine that smell, I gave birth to my son Jesus. I wrapped him in simple clothes, hardly the garments a king deserved, let alone the Son of God. There was no doubt about the greatness of this small child. Elizabeth in her warmth, Joseph in his quiet confidence, the shepherds in their joyous adoration, they all confirmed God's message. My son was to be the Christ. I'm sure many of you can relate when I say that it's very difficult for a mother to give up her son. Yet I offer him to you, to all people. He too has regarded you lose estate and has blessed you. I am his mother, but we are all his children.